Chris Cornell are speaking out about the shocking death of the Soundgarden and Audioslave frontman, who was found dead at MGM Grand Detroit on Wednesday night. The medical examiner ruled that Cornell died of suicide by hanging, but the family believes he was not suicidal and instead hint that the side effects of his prescription drugs may have led to his death. The Cornell family's attorney Kirk Passage said in a statement that the family is disturbed at inferences that Cornell knowingly and intentionally took his life and that Cornell told his wife that he had taken an extra Ativan or two before his death. Without the results of toxicology tests, we do not know what was going on with Chris or if any substances contributed to his demise, Passage said. Chris, a recovering addict, had a prescription for Ativan and may have taken more Ativan than recommended dosages. The family believes that, if Chris took his life, he did not know what he was doing and that drugs or other substances may have affected his actions. Cornell's wife Vicky described the rocker as a loving family man in Friday's statement. Chris's death is a loss that escapes words and has created an emptiness in my heart that will never be filled, she said. As everyone who knew him commented, Chris was a devoted father and husband. He was my best friend. His world revolved around his family first and, of course, his music second. The rocker was found in his hotel room at the MGM Grand Detroit following Soundgarden's performance at the Fox Theater. According to Vicky, when she spoke to her husband on the phone after the show, she noticed that he was slurring his words and admitted he had taken more than his prescribed dose of Ativan. He flew home for Mother's Day to spend time with our family. He flew out midday Wednesday, the day of the show, after spending time with the children, she said. When we spoke before the show, we discussed plans for a vacation over Memorial Day and other things we wanted to do. When we spoke after the show, I noticed he was slurring his words. He was different. When he told me he may have taken an extra Ativan or two, I contacted security and asked that they check on him. What happened is inexplicable, and I am hopeful that further medical reports will provide additional details, Vicky continued. I know that he loved our children and he would not hurt them by intentionally taking his own life.